Sony messed around and found out. Obviously, they unleashed the Kraken and they unleashed the dragon that is Xbox. Xbox not messing around any further. They are sick and tired of playing second fiddle to PlayStation, and they are letting everybody know about it. This is what we all wanted. This is certainly what I wanted. I wanted to see Microsoft be the behemoth that we knew that they could be, and we wanted them to go ahead and make Sony have to react in some sort of way. Sony will have to react, obviously doing some kind of restructuring, what they're doing right now. Clearly not a great sign, but not completely unexpected either after the absolute beatdown that Microsoft has been laying down on them at this current moment in time. So when we look at this sort of information right now, we go, okay, Microsoft, not only was Microsoft 100% right this entire time, but Sony was 100% wrong. And the thing that Sony did that was kind of interesting was they very much made their fans believe whatever they tell them, right? If Sony told their fans that the sky was purple, boy, the sky was purple. If they told them, that water was not wet, boy, water wasn't wet. And that sort of blind loyalty is a very bad thing. And in my opinion, now we're starting to see Microsoft sort of fight back in a very big way, and it's starting to come to fruition with just exactly how they fought back and how that'll continue to be a pain in the ass for Sony. Yes, Sony is feeling the crunch right now. They're feeling the pain. This is something that I knew would happen personally. Obviously, you guys probably might have as well if you're following me. But let's stay tuned for this video. It should be a good one. Thank you all for joining me. Again, Xbox is the best box, and they've been absolutely destroying it lately. Personally, I cannot believe how much this has been a success for them, right? And now we have some greater idea about exactly how successful. So, Starfield, we knew that would be a big game. We knew that it would be a huge game. It generated the highest single-day ad of Game Pass subscribers in the history of the service, according to Microsoft. The news was shared during Microsoft's latest earnings call for the quarter one period covering July to September, which includes the release of the much-anticipated RPG. And I quote, "We released Starfield this quarter to broad acclaim. More than 11 million people have played the game to date. Nearly half of the hours played have been on PC, and on launch day, we set a record for the most Game Pass subscriptions added on a single day ever." Now, Starfield was the best-selling game in the US for September as well. The game was available day one on Game Pass, incentivizing users to sign up for the subscription service. In addition to the full-price version of the game, many players also purchased the Deluxe Edition upgrade for Starfield, which allowed them to play the game a few days early before it entered Game Pass. So, we know that Starfield did well. We know that a lot of people signed up for Game Pass. We also know that a lot of people actually went out of their way to buy the game early. On Steam, over 1 million people paid $100 to access the game early. On Xbox and Windows, people paid the $35 upgrade fee, which was a very smart thing that Microsoft has been doing lately. It allows people to kind of pay to unlock it a little bit early and get a little bit of bonus content. I thought the Starfield one was in particular worth it because you get the DLC expansion as well. Very smart move. Same thing with the Forza Motorsport one. You get the expansion, and I think that's a very smart move on their part. It's not just like you're paying extra to unlock it. You're actually paying for content, and that's allowing you to go out there and do these things. So Microsoft has been on a tremendous roll lately. According to Microsoft, Starfield was primarily responsible for growth in Xbox Game Pass as well as first-party content, which saw revenue grow 9%. Microsoft's gaming business enjoyed a record July to September quarter in terms of revenue generated, partly driven by the release of Starfield. The Xbox parent company said it had generated over $3.9 billion from gaming, which is its highest ever quarter one reported for the brand and a record for a non-holiday quarter. So think about that for a second. Starfield helped drove it to a record quarter. That's absolutely tremendous. Microsoft said revenue from Xbox and content services, which is by far the division's biggest money generator, was up 13% year over year, driven by growth in Game Pass. And the Xbox maker finally completed its $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard earlier in the month. So we see that they've been able to kind of go out there and nail this, and people are pretty much losing their shit right now. Microsoft has done exactly what they promised they'd do. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of growth thanks to Starfield, really kind of lighting things up, which is tremendous. You know, this is what we all wanted to see. As fans, we wanted Microsoft to go out there and let us know that they were out there to compete, let us know that they were out there to kind of win this thing, and that's exactly what they're doing. At the same time, you have people who are very ignorant and go, oh, well, if you know, this stuff's going so well on PC, then, you know, it looks like they're trying to get out of the console business. Listen, that's wishful thinking on fanboy part, right? That's not going to happen. Why would you give up, you know, 25, 30 million consoles, 25 plus million subs, the ability to get money on third-party games that are bought, the ability to have Game Pass, right? Because Game Pass isn't going on Steam. Game Pass isn't going on Nintendo. Game Pass isn't going on PlayStation. The only place Game Pass can really go is their own devices, Windows and Xbox. That's it, right? Like, that's, I hate to say it, but that's just the truth of the matter. Right, Game Pass is this service that has a lot of third-party games, and they're adding they hope to add 4 big first-party games per year to it. So you take away Game Pass, and you go, oh, well, they want to be a third-party publisher like Sega. Derp, derp, derp. Okay, well, first of all, Sega had no money. Microsoft has a ton of money, hence why they just bought $70 billion company in the largest ever gaming deal. Secondly, Microsoft has the ability to have all this stuff. They get all the microtransactions. They lose all this money, billions of dollars. People go, oh, they're going to get rid of the console side of it. They would lose billions of dollars. And how are they going to recoup anything by losing billions of dollars, right? You're not going to get more money by losing that. The console side, hardware never really makes money for these companies, right? So that's something that people have to, the sooner they realize that, the better off they are. Right, but also the ignorance that people have that, oh, you know, they're gonna do this or that is pretty ignorant. You know, they're not gonna get rid of the console side of things. It's too important for them. You know, can you imagine the backlash as well as that? Right, like, so let's say with core Game Pass included, let's say they have 45 million subs, right? 30 million of those on console. Now, what do? Get rid of the console and lose 30 million subs and go back down to 15 million? Keep in mind that those 15 million, some of them might have Xboxes too, right? Ultimate allows you to play both. So, again, it never made sense that people were trying to kind of push that narrative, and I hope you guys realize where I'm coming from when I say that. But it is indeed interesting to see that Starfield was a huge success. It was that driver that they wanted. Now, imagine a game like this every quarter, right? That's what Microsoft is looking at. And I think it's going to work out just fine for them. But let me know what you guys think. I'll link this in the description. Thank you, fine folks, for checking out my video. I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Have a great day.